Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. As you can see by the title, child, and why I am so hyped right now is that I am going to be unboxing my dream camera. Child, I finally did it. I bought my dream camera and I am so I'm so beyond myself right now. I'm so happy. I'm so grateful. I'm so yo, I feel so many emotions. And initially I wasn't going to do an unboxing video, but then my friend was like, girl, why don't you do an unboxing video, and just talk about the journey, manifestations, trusting God, etc. And I just thought that would definitely be like a better angle. So I am going to be unboxing the Sony ZV1 child. And I'm also just going to be talking about all the revelations that I've had during this journey of getting this camera, the things that I've learned, the things that I've realized. And I just want to share this video because I just hope that it will motivate someone, or it will inspire someone, or it will give someone hope that whatever they're dreaming for, whatever they desire, whatever they're believing in God for, whatever they have faith for, that it will come to pass, that your dreams are valid, child. And it's so crazy because this is literally such a small box, but it carries so much weight. This purchase means so much to me for so many reasons, and obviously we're gonna get into that in the video, but this is me saying to myself that I believe in you. This is me saying to myself that I'm betting on you. This is me saying to myself that I'm investing in you, literally. This is me saying to me that I believe in you, I believe in your dreams, and you are worth the investment. But anyways, yeah, we'll get into all of that in the video, but let's just unbox this bad boy. I don't even have makeup on today. I'm just in a hoodie, I'm chilled. I was just like, no, I need to make this video now. And also I need to unbox this now because the sooner I unbox it, the sooner I can use it, you know what I mean? But yeah, I'm just, more than anything, I'm just so grateful. I'm so grateful. I'm so thankful to God. The way everything played out and the way everything happened couldn't have been anything besides divine timing, literally. But anyways, let's get into the video. I'm even so happy I'm forgetting to tell y'all to say hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new to my channel, you know what to do. Please hit the subscribe button because it's about to go up. The content is about to go up, the quality is about to go up, consistency is about to go up. If you're watching me for the first time today, this is the best time to subscribe, literally. Please do subscribe, hit the notification bell so that you know whenever I post a new upload. And if you are a returning subscriber, what's good, what's up, welcome back, and thank you so much for joining me once again. So now that we have the formalities out of the way, guys, let's unbox the Sony ZV1. One thing about me, guys, I believe in take a lot. I believe in take a lot more than I believe in myself. Shop anything you can imagine, literally. I made this order on Saturday morning, and it literally came today on Monday morning. How quick? How quick? Love to see it. Anyways, let's unbox. I actually still can't believe this, guys. I am in awe. A part of me thought maybe it was even going to be the wrong thing, but no, it's the goodie. So I got a memory card as well because of course I'm going to need one, and this was the biggest one that I could find, and apparently there's a really good one for the Sony. So we have a memory card, and then we have the woman of the hour. We have the star of the show. Ooh, before I break it, child. Wow, guys. I literally already dropped this thing while trying to set up this shot. I'm already fumbling the bag before I've even begun to use the bag. Make it make sense. But anyways, here she is, guys. There she is. wow, like it's actually crazy like how underwhelming the box is. Okay, not underwhelming, like it's very overwhelming. It still doesn't feel real that I have this like in my hands and that it's mine. But like, you know, the box is so small, like you would think that, yo, maybe this needs to come with like confetti and trumpets and like a huge box or something. But yeah, it's like a very small box, but yo, Lord knows what this means to me. Like, he knows. But anyways, let's continue unboxing. So obviously, as you can see, it comes in the box and there's a plastic over it. So let me just rip that off. So this is her in the box, and as you can see, like the box also like gives you information about the camera, like its specifications and things like that. I'm obviously not like a tech guru or anything, so I'm still gonna have to figure it out, probably by watching YouTube videos and all of that. But this is the moment. This is the moment, guys. I literally had to document this. It is the, what's the date today? It is the 28th of June 2021, and I have just bought my first camera, my dream camera. I just need to say that for the record. OMG, guys. Hope I don't drop it. So there's this like warranty card, 12 months warranty from the date of purchase from Sony. There is an instruction manual. Seems very very thick. I really doubt that I'm gonna read it, to be honest. I'm probably just gonna watch like YouTube videos, but it will come in handy, obviously. And some more instruction manuals. And then this is the camera itself. Wow, guys, it is literally so tiny, but it's so powerful. It has, let's see, it has the HDMI cable. It has the wind muff for like when you're recording outside and stuff, and then it has the battery, of course, which I love the fact that this is a rechargeable battery. Like you can literally charge your camera with the power bank, so even when you're out and you're vlogging outside, since I love to vlog, like you don't have to worry about your battery dying, etc., as long as you have like a power source, and you can still use your camera while the battery's charging. Like, come on Sony. And then here is the camera. Oh, it's actually quite heavy. Not heavy, like it's lightweight, but like it's a bit heavy. Like you can feel that this is the real deal. Guys, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I'm so happy. I'm so grateful. She's so sleek. She's so cute. She's so pretty. Like, this is literally the perfect size, especially if you're going to be filming in public. Like, you really don't want something that's going to be attention grabbing. But yeah, guys, this is the camera, the ZV1, in my arms. Hey, and it has the flip out mirror screen. Finally, I'll be able to see if I'm actually in frame, if what I'm filming is actually making sense. Guys, I can't wait to use this bad boy. Like, I literally can't wait. I'm gonna be on some period, child, period. That is literally on period. This is on period. This is on God. Glory to God, guys. My first camera, and the content is about to go up, so stick around. This literally feels unreal. I'm glad that the flip screen though feels very like sturdy. It doesn't seem like it would like break easily. So we're going to be figuring this girly out today. Well, I obviously have other things on my to-do list, but today I'm gonna figure out this girl so that we can start filming soon. Alrighty, so now that we have unboxed the woman of the hour, I just want to talk a little bit about the journey to getting this camera and the things that I've learned. So I don't have any notes for this video, so if it's all over the place, I'm so sorry if there's no structure. I just want to like talk about it because, like I said, I feel like it could maybe help someone, it could inspire someone, motivate someone. So one of the first things that I learned in the journey to getting this camera is learning to ask for what you want, like asking God for what you want and not being afraid to ask big. Because the very first time I came across this camera, I actually watched, I think it was Mihlali N's Cape Town vlog or something like that, and the quality was out of this world. Even in low light, even at night, I was like, what? I'm like, no way. Wow, the quality of this is so amazing. I wonder what camera this is, you know. And then I later found out that it was the ZV1, and this was like November 2019. I saw this camera, I'm like, wow, this is the camera for me. So of course, me being me, I go online and I wonder, how much is this camera actually, you know? And I go online, I check the price, and I'm like, what? I could have fainted. I was like, no ways, there's no ways that I can afford a camera like that. But then I was like, you know what? I'm actually going to have faith. Like, I'm going to approach this with faith. Yes, I don't have the money right now. I don't have money right now. I don't have a source of income. I don't have a job. I don't get an allowance from my parents. Like, I literally have no source of income, but some way, somehow.
Oh, this is nice. Well done, my friend.
Thank you, my friend.
Oh, well done. So now we can be taking lots of pics and things.
Yeah.
This is so cool. Well done, my friend.
Thank you, my friend.
Vlogging camera.
Alright, yes, so I was basically just talking about deciding to approach my desire with faith instead of limitations, and also learning to have the audacity to ask God for what you want, not what you think you can get, not what you think is realistic, not what you think you're capable of doing. Like, ask God for what you want. Another thing I learned on this journey was speaking things into existence. So obviously I talked to my best friend a lot, and I was like, oh, this camera, look at the quality, it's so amazing, like this is the camera that I want, whatever. And we just always talk about it, and I'd always be like, not always talk about it, but when we did speak about it, I'd always be like, yeah, no, that's the camera I'm gonna have. We'd talk about it, we'd speak life into each other's dreams, and we'd even say things like, that price, like, it's small money, it's like period. We'd say things like, we can buy these things with ease, like when we buy these things it won't even leave a dent in the bank account, like, this is small change, like, you know. We would just be saying stuff like that, just, you know, affirming and just speaking it into existence, that it was possible to buy this thing, that we were the type of women that are able and capable to buy this thing. So yeah, we basically just talk about it and basically speak it into existence. So then fast forward to about February, like mid to end February, that's when I was blessed with my new phone, and that was also just a major blessing and a major win for me. And I was so happy, so grateful, because I was having challenges filming with my other phone, as you guys would have heard on my channel as well if you've been here for a while. And those challenges were really becoming so frustrating. Like, I ended up filming with my mom's other phone, which was her LG. Since like the Belito vlogs and all the videos after that, I filmed with my mom's other phone because my phone was just giving me so many issues and it was becoming so frustrating. And something that I learned as well on the journey to getting this camera, when I got my new phone, I realized that you have to do the best with what you have. All you have is all you need, essentially. Do the best with what you have, and when God can see how you are handling the little that you do have, or what he's initially given you, then he can trust you with more. I learned to be diligent with what I do have so that God can trust me with more. And even the time that I got my new phone, I also learned about divine timing, like God's timing. Everything comes at the right time, like that verse that says, when the time is right, I, the Lord, will make it happen. And for me, the timing of me getting this phone was literally so perfect, because it was at a time where I was starting to feel discouraged, I was starting to feel frustrated, I was starting to feel like, you know, when God gives you a vision and you start to doubt and you start to wonder and you're like, did I hear you right? Because sometimes we think the journey is supposed to be easy, which really isn't the case. And so I was really getting frustrated, and I was even 5 to giving up. But I mean, that's like normal. Like, I feel like giving up almost almost every other month. It was becoming really frustrating to create, and that was also impacting on the passion that I had for this, because it was just like, yo, why is it so difficult? And when I got this phone, it was like God's timing, because you know, it gave me that motivation that I needed to keep going, and it showed me that God is still with me, and you know, he's still blessing me, he's still rooting for me, and it gave me that encouragement and that motivation that I needed to keep creating content, to keep filming, because of course now it was going to be easier to film than it was previously. So, and also in God's timing, even the timing of this camera is so perfect because of, again, the way that I'd been feeling about certain things, and it coming at the right time, because again, obviously something like this is so motivating to continue creating. God's timing and being diligent with what you have so that God can trust you with more. So okay, we're still on the topic of me desiring this camera. So of course it's 2021, so I then write down my goals, and initially when I wrote down my goals, I'd actually written down a different camera. I wrote down a camera that was a bit more affordable, and a camera that I thought I could get, essentially, you know, something that was more realistic. So I was like, okay, cool, these are my goals, I want to buy this camera. And you know, I thought to myself, and I'm like, no, that's not true. Like, you don't want to buy that other camera, you want the ZV1, but you don't think that you can get it. That's why you're scared to write it down. And something else that I learned is to write down the vision and make it plain, just like it says. Even if it scares you, even if it doesn't make sense to you, like, just write it down. So I had to be honest with myself and realize that no, that's not the camera that you actually want, that's just the camera you think you can get. Write down what you actually want. And so I revisited my goals, and I said, no, I'm going to save and buy the Sony ZV1. Bearing in mind, when I wrote down my 2021 goals, there was still no source of income. Like, there was no job prospects, no money coming from anywhere. But I literally wrote down save and buy my ZV1. I don't know what I was going to save from, I don't know where I was going to save from, I don't know what I was saving, but I literally just wrote down save and buy my Sony ZV1. I just trusted and believed that the how would reveal itself, but I didn't want to stress myself too much about how this is going to happen. I just wrote it down, and I was just like, I'm gonna have crazy faith. So yeah, that's what I did in the beginning of the year in 2021. I wrote it down that I wanted to save and buy this camera with no job prospects, with no, you know, source of income, as I've mentioned. And then fast forward to about March 2021. So I had finished my degree in 2020, for those of you who may not know, and so I was applying for jobs and everything, but I wasn't hearing back from people. I was getting ghosted, rejection emails, you know, a lot of things. So it also kind of felt like I was starting to have doubts, because I was like, yo, I literally can't even get a job, so like, how am I going to purchase this camera? So fast forward to about like March, I think it was March, yeah, fast forward to March 2021, and I get the opportunity to have a job, and I was just like, wow, God, like, won't you do it? Like, literally, won't you do it, even in a pandemic? So I managed to get a job, and the job contract was for 3 months. And what's crazy is that the amount that I was earning in the job was literally just enough for me to save enough to be able to purchase the camera at its retail price. And also the time frame, the 3 months, like the 3 months would be just enough time for me to save to buy the camera at its retail price. So that was also just God's divine plan, because everything was just like so specific, to the point where it couldn't have been a coincidence, you know what I mean? So I get this job for 3 months, and I'm saving. So another thing I learned on this journey was being disciplined. Like, I knew that I wanted this camera, and I was like, this is what I want, and I'm going to work towards it, and I'm going to save. Like, it would have been so much easier to spend the money that I was earning. It would have been so much easier to live soft, to splurge, you know, but I was literally so disciplined, and I was like, no, I have a goal, I have a vision, I know what I want to do with this money, so I'm literally going to save. And I was literally saving probably like 90% of my income. I didn't do the calculations, but I was probably saving like 90% of my income. Like, a majority of it would go into my 32-day notice account, also so that I don't have access to the money. And so during this time, I really learned to be disciplined, and I also learned how to be patient. And in being disciplined, I also learned to like set boundaries also with myself. Like, in my mind, I didn't have money. Like, even though I did have money, I didn't have money. Like, I told myself that I don't have money. So the little money that I would keep for myself, like throughout the month, that's that's the only money in my mind that I had. Otherwise, the money that I was saving towards the camera, it didn't exist in my mind. Like, I literally didn't have money. And I'd also always tell my family, like, no, I don't have money, I don't have money, I don't have money, because in my head that money already had its own purpose, and I was not about to spend and regret and be like, yo, I wish I just saved, I wish I just this, I wish I just that. So yeah, I really learned to be disciplined. And even the little money that I did keep for myself throughout those months, I can probably count on one hand the amount of things that I did for myself, like outside of this camera, because it was also so that in the months that I was working, those were the months where I had to do things for other people. Like, it was Father's Day, it was Mother's Day, it was my best friend's birthday, you know. It was like things that I couldn't not contribute to, if that makes sense. So the amount of things that I actually did like for myself, I can probably count on like one hand. So yeah, I truly was disciplined, and I really learned discipline in that time. It wasn't easy, but it was definitely worth it. Okay, so now I have this job, I'm saving towards this camera, and I know that I'm going to buy this camera at the end of my contract, which was at the end of May. So I plan to buy the camera sometime in June, because also I needed to give the bank 32 days notice for me to withdraw the money that I had been saving. So in my head, I was like, yeah, but like the end of May, beginning of June, I'm going to have my camera, or things are going to be great, we're going to create content, things are going to work out, you know. And during this time, I learned that, like that other verse that says, many are the plans in a man's heart, but it's the Lord's purpose that will prevail, something along those lines. Hey, that's what I learned, because I was planning on when I was going to buy this camera, like I'm going to have it by this and this time, and God said, baby girl, you thought. So at the time when I was supposed to be paid, which was the end of May, I didn't get paid for that month because there were complications with me getting my salary for that month. So I now had to wait for my salary, which was the last installment for me to be able to purchase the camera. And during this time, I learned patience, child. I literally learned patience and trust. And it was hard, because I was like, you know, God, I really thought that this was what was gonna happen, this is what I thought you wanted for me, and now there's these complications. I didn't even know if I'm gonna get paid or not. It was just really complicated. So I was just like, you know what, but it's fine, God, I'm still gonna trust you, you know, I'm still going to trust. So I thought it was just like small complications, that it would be sorted out soon. I thought I'll probably be paid first week of June or second week of June, it's fine, I'll sort it out, like it's not that long of a wait. But come first week of June, I don't get paid. Second week of June, still don't get paid. Third week of June, still don't get paid. And that time I'm like following up as well. It's not like we're just sitting backwards and waiting, like we're following up, we're calling, we're texting, all of that. And I was just like, yo, this is so frustrating, especially because I was so close to the finish line. Like I was literally so close to the finish line, and then this happens, and now I have to wait even longer than I thought I would have to wait. So during that time, I really learned to be patient. Like, you genuinely just have to wait on God and trust him and be patient, because sometimes when we think things are going to happen, there's not the time that it's going to happen. So yeah, I really had to learn patience. Another thing I learned was that because it was taking so long and there were so many complications, I started thinking to myself, why don't I just settle? Like, why don't I just buy a camera that I can afford right now, and then, you know, I'll just think about the ZV1 another time, because I was like, another camera will still do the job, like it will still be good quality, etc. But it wasn't the camera that I wanted, you know. And I almost settled because it was taking so long. And in that time, I also learned that no matter how long it takes for your desire to come to pass, you really just have to be patient and wait for it. Like, don't settle for something that you don't really want just because what you actually want is taking too long. And I'm so glad that I didn't end up making that decision, because I know that I would have regretted it. Even though the other camera would have still done the job and everything, it wasn't the camera that I wanted. And I feel like it would always hold that energy of being second best. It would always hold that energy of, you know, it's great, but it's not what I wanted. So I really just decided to wait it out until the whole payment situation could be sorted out. And then it was literally only sorted out like at the end of this month, June, and it wasn't even fully sorted out because I didn't even get paid my full amount, which is another lesson of trusting God. I did manage to get some payment, but I didn't get my entire salary. And funny enough, the amount that I was paid was just enough for me to be able to purchase my camera. So that was literally just like divine timing and God's plan as well, because even though things were hard and they weren't working out the way they were supposed to work out, they worked out in such a way that it was just enough to do what needed to be done. So essentially, like when God gives you a vision, he will make provision. It was literally just enough. Like when I say just enough, like it was just enough to be able to purchase the camera. And in that, I also learned to just trust God, and that, you know, God has a plan and everything. And even though things may not always work out the way that you think they will, they're all working out for your good. And then the last lesson that I learned in getting this camera is actually like an epiphany, like a realization. I just realized that while I was waiting for this blessing, I was actually very, very like calm, and I was very much at peace, because I knew that at the end of the day, come rain, come shine, I was going to buy my ZV1, because my previous employer could not pay me. So no matter how long it took, no matter what the complications were, I knew at the end of the day that I would be able to purchase this camera, which made me realize that that's just the kind of attitude we need to have for a lot of the dreams and goals that we have in our lives. We need to know that regardless of what is happening, they are going to come to pass. It's kind of like when you order food at a restaurant, like you don't stress the waiter every day asking him how far's the food, when can I get the food, like how's the food doing. You sit back, you relax, because you know that the food is coming eventually. You know that it's going to come, so you're calm, you're peaceful. And I feel like that's the energy we just need to have about our goals, our dreams, our aspirations, is knowing that if God told you something, if God promised you something, it will come to pass. So you just need to sit back, relax, obviously do the work, do what you need to do, but realize that it will come to pass. So you don't have to stress about it, you don't have to worry when is it coming, how's it coming. Just resting in the fact that it will come, that God will keep his promises. So there's no need to stress, because God's got you. And yeah, that brings us to the end of our video. Thank you guys so much for watching. This was basically the watered down version of my journey to purchasing my dream camera. I hope that you enjoyed the video. I hope that this video reaches the person it needed to reach. I hope you know that whatever you're believing for, whatever you're having faith for, whatever you want, that God will do it for you. If he did it for me, he can do it for you. And what you want is on its way, it's coming, it will come to pass. Just don't lose hope, don't lose faith, just keep believing, keep praying, and it will come to pass. Please do make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, because you know the content is about to go up. And also, if you are comfortable to do so, please do let me know in the comments down below what is something that you are believing in God for. Let's spread some positivity in the comments. Let's speak life into each other's goals and dreams and aspirations. It doesn't have to be specific, it can be like very vague, but yeah, just let me know your thoughts in the comments, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.